Cure, directed and written by Kyoto Kurosawa in 1997, is a rare blend of straightforward storytelling and profound thematic depth. At first glance, it presents itself as a traditional crime thriller following a detective pursuit of a mysterious, dangerous individual. But as the movie unfolds, it becomes clear that this is not just a game of cat and mouse, it's a broader, more symbolic exploration of the timeless struggle between good and evil. What makes this film particularly striking is how it grounds this epic conflict in the humanity of its central character, the detective. He is not a pilgrim of virtue but a flawed man, grappling with his own struggles, particularly in his relationship with his wife, whose disability places an emotional and psychological strain on their bond. Despite this, the detective emerges as a representation of good, not perfect, but human good, with all its imperfections, ambiguities, and vulnerabilities. His ability to confront and acknowledge his flaws becomes a source of strength, allowing him to resist the antagonist's manipulative power, which preys on the darker sides of human nature. The antagonist, in sharp contrast, is deliberately kept shrouded in mystery. We know little about his past or his motivations, and this lack of backstory enhances his outwardly presence. He feels less like a human and more like a force, an embodiment of evil that thrives on exploiting the hidden weaknesses, grudges, and self loathing within others. This film brilliantly captures this through his ability to infect those around him, bending their will to his purpose. This effect is left unexplained, which makes it all the more unsettling. It doesn't matter how he does it, but what are the consequences of his actions. The dynamic between these two characters is where the film shines. The detective, with its methodical, restrained nature, becomes a perfect counterbalance to the antagonist's chaotic and predatory aura. Their confrontation is not just physical or intellectual, it's a symbolic clash, a meeting of two forces that represent opposing sides of the moral spectrum. One of the most impressive aspects of The Cure is the ability to juggle complexity with accessibility. It weaves in deep psychological themes about morality, choice, and the ongoing nature of the battle between good and evil, but it does so in a way that it never feels pretentious or overbearing. The audience is invited to engage with these ideas and draw their own conclusions rather than being handed easy answers. For example, the decision the detective makes to let the antagonist go raises moral questions. Was it a calculated risk, knowing that he might harm others, or an act of necessity, the only way to stop him in the long run? This ambiguity is intentional, forcing viewers to grapple with the weight of the detective's choices and the consequences they carry. The ending is particularly haunting, as it suggests that while good may have won this battle, the war is far from over. The final moments, with hints of the antagonist's lingering influence, reinforce the idea that evil cannot be fully eradicated. It leaves traces that can reemerge in unexpected ways. The scene with the server and the cross on their back is a subtle yet powerful reminder that the fight between good and evil is perpetual, and that vigilance is always required. As a viewer, this realization makes the film resonate on a personal level. It's not just about the characters or the story, but about the choices we all face within our lives. The film suggests that in some way we're all participants in this ongoing struggle, and that our actions, big or small, contribute to its outcome. In the end, Cure is a film that rewards attention and reflection. It demands more from its audience than passive viewing, asking us to engage with its layers and to confront the moral questions it raises. It's not the kind of film that offers easy resolutions, but that's precisely what makes it so impactful. It stands out as a beautifully crafted, thought provoking exploration of human nature and the forces that shape it.